Here we go on the earthquake graph. Today, 5th of December. New Caledonia is getting a right tally-ho. Just scroll down and go to the first one that was showing up here. There we have it. 4:14 on the 5th, 6 at a 10k depth. Then we've got a 7.5, 7.6, 7.6, all 10k depths, and it keeps on rocking. 5.9 at 10, 10, 10, 10, all these 10s. There's something about these 10s that just does not sit right. Here we go, 83 minutes ago, 6.6 at 10, a 7 at 10, 10k depth. We'll just pull that around here. That's getting a right hammering off New Caledonia. Interesting, because the last couple of days I've been watching this here. This was Cyclone Owen. To show you. Get out of there. It's weird just looking at that. You can just about see four quarters in a box. Then 30th of November we go through. See it's still there. Heading over New Caledonian Way. There's New Caledonia. Turning into a bit of a spinner. Getting closer. And the 5th, it just disappears. Then interested to know what time that was actually taken. But then, take a listen to this fella here, Harald. Incredibly interesting bloke to listen to. Take a listen to what he says about these 10Ks.
Well, that is the second agenda. Military part is rocket shield, is weather control, is induction of earthquakes, if you want so, with certain frequencies. You can make properties of water at 10 kilometers depth go berserk and trigger earthquakes. This is known since the 60s. This is why certain prospection methods in geology were forbidden, because they were basically looking for ore and oil with these technology, and they triggered earthquakes with very low energy levels, and happens a million times more energy levels or energy content, and is able to trigger.
I'll just pause that there. I was just looking at HARP. This is HARP here. You got 180 antennas with all these transmitters, and they play around in the sky above you. Ionospheric Research Centre. Now we'll get back to Harald.
The same frequencies. So what you can see is the 10 kilometers. This is the point within the crust where this special property of the water can be triggered. And if you look at the lists of earthquakes happening during the last 10 years, you always have those countries who did something that the United States didn't like, and then you have an earthquake triggered at 10 kilometers depth. And normally they should be more like evenly distributed on different depths. If it's only tectonics, not connected to this water thing, it should happen here and there, and on 25 kilometers and on 2 kilometers. It should be evenly distributed. But at the moment, I think 70% of all earthquakes, 70-80%, are at 10 kilometers. This cannot be natural. So
interesting. This 10k depth, I've been watching these quakes for a lot of years when I was over in Australia. And just recently I've saved quite a few of them. I'll just show you here. These here are done by the date. So here we are back in February. Here we are down in the Antarctic region, 10k. I'll just pop through them. I've got a few of them here. Pacific Antarctic Ridge, 10k. Pacific Antarctic Ridge again, 10k. Bellany Island region, 10k. And it just goes on. There we go, Papua New Guinea. Australia, very odd to see them there, but there we go, the 10K. 10K, Australia. Another Blaney region, 10K. A weird thing with this, I don't know whether it's just coincidental, but I got a funny inkling that these possibly push the jet streams, but anyway, we'll keep going. It seems to coincide when I was in Australia. You get it about 2 days later, a quake down in this region here. You'd see the weather get a cold blast up through to Melbourne and coming up over Australia. This one here, Drake's Passage. This is only a new one I just seen on 16th. There we go, East Pacific. Notice they're all out in the middle of the drinks, all these 10K. Fiji's a good one, 10 kilometre depth. A lot of the time we see at Fiji or quake around Fiji, they are 400, 600K depth. But here we go, a 10K. 10K Fiji, back down Macquarie Island. 10K, 10K. It just goes on, all these 10K. And as you see there, I've got a list of them. North Korea. This one I got a thing about number 11. You look at 9/11, you look at 3/11, Japan's tsunami earthquake. You look at 7/7, a multiple of 11. You got the London bombing. Was it 2nd of February 11? You had the Christchurch earthquake. 11 doesn't sit well. And here we have North Korea with a 0 depth, 22K. But yeah, we'll get away from that one. Where are we? Tiana, 10K. And it just keeps 10K, 10K, and 10K. I'll just skip through this quickly. And there you have, I was just compiling a little list of them, all showing 10K depths. Question is, are they creating these earthquakes, create pressure to pull jet streams, to stuff up the weather? Who knows?
80% are at 10 kilometers. This cannot be natural. And so this quake triggered at 10 kilometers depth. And normally they should be more like evenly distributed on different depths. If it's only tectonics, not connected to this water thing, it should happen here and there and on 25 kilometers and on 2 kilometers. It should be evenly distributed. But at the moment, I think 70% of all earthquakes, 70-80% are at 10 kilometers. This cannot be natural.
And if you go back to 1991, Club of Rome, there's Bertrand Schneider and some other dude they mentioned, in searching for a new enemy to unite us, we came up with the idea of climate change, water shortages. What do we see? We're seeing exactly that all happening now. And then it says near the bottom, human intervention will be used. Well, I'm pretty bloody sure that human intervention is weaponry, possibly like HAARP, and the aerosols fill in the atmosphere, chemtrails, aerosol spraying, whatever you want to call it. That's human intervention underway, changing your weather.